Welcome back to another Buok chapter review. In the last chapter we saw the evolution of both Kusu and Onazi. They really wanted to at least score one goal against Buok. There are only 5 minutes left of this game, which will be ending soon. Maybe we have 1 or 2 chapters left. We saw almost everyone showing off their evolutions, how they got stronger in their training. Onazi experienced a lot of growth in this game, and we will see if he can get past the captain of Buok. The last chapter ended with the ball flying towards Onazi, and Aiku was ready to intercept it, a direct 1v1. We pick up right where we left off. Aiku's a bit nervous because if he doesn't stop Onazi right here, he will break Egu's order to keep Nigeria at 0. On top of that, Isagi just put a lot of trust in him in the last chapter, so the pressure he's feeling right now must be insane. In the next page we can see that he is really locked in and focused on the task of stopping Onazi. If he stops him, they will have a clean sheet in the first game, which would be a great start of the tournament. Aiku says that Onazi's shooting range is really huge, and he has to include his ability to shoot powerfully even in mid-air and be ready for that. Aiku analyzes the situation and he sees that Onazi can shoot from 4 possible angles. He can shoot from the upper, lower, left and right side. Aiku's chances of stopping him are slim, about 1 in 4, but Isagi is coming to the rescue and helps Aiku in stopping Onazi. He knows that Aiku too has predicted that there are 4 possible ways to shoot. Isagi tells him that he will stop one of Onazi's shot paths and he body blocks him. Aiku says from that posture he can only shoot from there. He will stop him. The success rate is 100%. Onazi has twisted his body and he is facing backward, receiving the ball with a chest trap. This move has surprised both Isagi and Aiku because they have never seen Onazi do that before. It looked like they were about to block him successfully, but now the one who has the upper hand is Onazi. He turns his back to the goal and starts twisting further and leaps into the air. Onazi turning in the air made him revive a shooting line that had already been destroyed by Aiku and Isagi. He has awakened his predator's eyes and sees the path where he can score. Onazi says that there are still so many versions of himself inside him, and just thinking about that makes him feel thrilled beyond belief. He shoots, but the ball grazes Aiku's leg a bit, with Aiku saying that to be able to evolve is talent itself and he will boom too. Onazi is shocked that Aiku was able to block the ball even if it only grazed him a bit. This shot should have been a guaranteed goal. How was he able to block it? And Aiku says that while Isagi has provoked the opponent's awakening, he was also demanding some type of top performance from him. Though Aiku didn't know what kind of awakening could happen, Isagi was trying to signal him to be ready for a never before seen shot from Onazi. That mental preparation sharpened his reflexes to the point where everything came together in that single fingertip, crushing Onazi's awakening and creating a brand new form of predictive defense. Aiku evolved in this game too, becoming an even stronger defender than before. The final thing to see is if the ball will go in or stay out. Kusu says that it is in. We see Gagamaru's reaction as he dies for the save. Gagamaru himself thinks that if he actually manages to save this shot, he wouldn't be human. That's how unpredictable it was. He doesn't manage to save it, but the ball smashes into the crossbar and bounces off the ground. Everyone is completely shocked that it didn't go in. In the next page we see everyone running to get the ball, but the one who gets there first is Corona, and he kicks the ball to the center. Corona manages to stop the ball from being tapped in, saving Buok from receiving a goal. The Buok fans erupt in the stadium, and the ball is still up in the air. We then cut to Egu saying that this is a total victory. The 45 days of special training leading up to today, the fact that every player hit their tactical goals as planned, and Rin's new breakthrough in his shooting line, which came from Isagi's tactic that he mentioned during the 15-minute halftime break. All of it has paid off. Anri agrees completely with Egu on that. We also see Zantetsu and Nanase celebrating the win already. Egu continues his dialogue and says that this is the ideal first match for the Egoist team he created, aiming to win the Under 20 World Cup. The first match was played beautifully, Buok. But on the final page we see Isagi receiving the ball, and he says that the game isn't over yet. What is there to be satisfied about, Buok? Egu looks shocked. He wasn't expecting that from Isagi. 1 minute bonus time is added and the chapter finishes with the editor's note. There is still 1 man left. The Demon King's hunt isn't over yet. That's the end of the chapter. We are definitely getting Isagi's go in the next chapter or two, making the result 4-0 for Buok. The final awakening will be from him, and that will be the end of this first game of the Under 20 World Cup. A few chapters ago, we saw Ego explaining why people get satisfied and why they get complacent. It was funny how Isagi told everyone that they were satisfied. They still have 1 minute, so he will make it count. We might get a short flashback in the next chapter before Isagi scores. Or it could just jump straight into the final attack, where he scores the goal and shows off the result of his training. Ego was completely fine with the match ending 3-0. He was satisfied with the result, everyone's training paid off, and for the first match, it was a really solid performance. We also saw Aiku's evolution in this chapter. Thanks to it, he was able to partially block Onazi's shot, stopping Team Nigeria from scoring. That little push came from Isagi, who challenged him to overcome his current self and evolve into an even stronger defender. The whole Buok squad was on a completely different level from the current enemy team, which made it easy for them to show off their evolutions and the results of their training. It's going to be really interesting to see how they handle the other two teams in their group. Although we saw Onazi and Kusu evolve near the end of the game, I wouldn't be surprised if the others evolve too. We haven't seen anything crazy from Obu or Beu yet, but I'm sure they will evolve in the next matches as well. We will get to see how they perform against France and England, and at the very least, I expect them to finally score some goals. Honestly, if the version of Team Nigeria we saw in those final moments faced Buok again, I think they could at least score 1 goal, especially with Onazi's growth and Kusu giving him the support he needs. If Nigeria keeps developing like this, they might become one of the most dangerous underdog teams in the tournament. Their potential is there, they just need to turn that frustration from this loss into motivation. And honestly, seeing how much Buok pushed them, I'm really curious to see how both sides will evolve once they face stronger opponents down the line. With the game likely ending in the next 1 or 2 chapters, what else can we expect besides Isagi's final goal? After that, we will probably see the post-goal reactions from Onazi and the others, with both teams wishing each other luck in their future matches. That's how this game could wrap up. After that, we might get an update on Nagi's situation in the Side B project. How's he doing there? Is he getting stronger, dominating everyone else, or maybe even struggling a bit? We've seen some of the other Side B project members before. Most of them were random players, except for Kira of course. It would be nice to see how he's progressing too. As we know, only 3 of them will get the chance to join the current Buok squad if they make it past the group stage, so it's easy to predict that Nagi, Kira and Sai will be the ones joining. Speaking of Hitoshi Sai, we might even get to see his reaction to the match, especially Rin's goal. Will he finally give his brother some praise, or will he still call him too tepid? We could also get 1 or 2 chapters focusing on the England vs France game. One of them will be facing Buok next, so it would be really interesting to see how that match turns out. We already know France has Woki and Charles, but England should be underestimated either. They've got a new Gen 11 player we haven't even seen in the manga yet. Plus France is the team expected to win the whole tournament, so yeah, seeing the result of that game would be really exciting. Guys, give me your thoughts. How do you feel about the chapter? With the game wrapping up soon, what are you most excited to see next? Nagi's progress in the Side B project or the outcome of the other match? If you like this chapter review, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.